Hey, chams of Examsnet. Welcome to the question series of Examsnet. We'll be solving AFCAT 2 24 August 2019 solved paper. So we'll be solving some good 100 questions. First 25 questions are from mathematics. So let's start with the very first one. It says in an examination, a student was asked to find 3 by 14 of a certain number. By mistake, he found 3 by 4 of it. His answer was 150 more than the correct answer. So you have to find out the number. First of all, let's assume the given certain number was x. Let the given number is x. Then according to question, he found out 3 by 4 of it, but actually he had to find out 3 by 14 of it. And the difference between the two was 150. So 3 by 4 x, according to question, 3 by 4 of x minus 3 by 14 of x is equal to 150. So I'm taking 3 by 2x common from here. You will be left with 1 by 2 minus 1 by 7 is equal to 150. So 3x by 2, you will have 14. 7 minus 2 is equal to 150. 3x into 5 upon 14 into 2 is equal to 150, or x will be equal to 150 into 2 into 14 divided by 3 into 5. So 3 into 5 is 15. So you will have a 10 over here. This is 280. So the given number was 280. Let's check out the options. It is option B. So hope you are clear with the question. Let's move to the next one. Question number 2. In the question number 2, you are given an algebraic equation. So you just need to solve. That's it. So that's it. 5 upon 6 divided by 6 upon 7 multiplied by question mark. I'm putting x instead of this question mark. This is minus 8 by 9 divided by, I'm converting this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. You will have 8 upon 5 plus 3 by 4 multiplied by 10 upon 3 is equal to 18 plus 7 will give you 25 upon 9. So now let's solve the question. 5 by 6 multiply by 7 upon 6 multiply by x minus 8 upon 9 into 5 upon 8 plus 3 upon 4 into 10 upon 3 is equal to 25 upon 9. There will be nothing, no cancellation over here. So you will have 35 upon 36x. This 8 and this 8 will cancel, and you have minus 5 by 9 here. 3 will cancel. Here is 5, here is 2. So you will have plus 5 upon 2 is equal to 25 upon 9. So 35 upon 36x is equal to 25 upon 9 minus 5 upon 9 plus, sorry, and here will be minus 5 upon 2. This will give 35x upon 36 is equal to, let's take the LCM. You will have 18. So here is 50 plus 10 minus 45. This will be 60 minus 45. That is 15 upon 18. So x will be 15 into 36 upon 18 into 35. So this will cancel at 2, this will cancel 3 and 7. So your answer will be 6 upon 7. Hope this is clear. So again, you are having option B as the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. It's a very simple question. It says the whole number, which is a multiple of every number, is 0, 1. There is no such number or none of these. What do you think the correct answer is? See, you can't have 0, the whole number, which is a multiple of every number. You can't have 0 in that. Obviously, it's 1. 1 is such a number which is a multiple of every number. Okay, so option B is again the correct answer to the question. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. Highest common factor of 42 and 162 is. First of all, let's write down the factors of 42 and 162. 42 is having the factors as 2 into 3 into 7, and 162. The factors of 162 are 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, or you can write it as 2 into 3 raised to power 4. And this is equal to 2 into 2 raised to power 1 into 3 raised to power 1 into 7 raised to power 1. So when you have to find out the HCF, we are going to pick up the smallest power of the given numbers. So here is 2, 2 here is 2 raised to power 1. The smallest one is 2 raised to power 1. Multiply by, then you have 3 raised to power 1, which is common in both. See, here is 3 raised to power 4 and here is 3 raised to power 1. I'm going to pick up the smaller one. So 3 raised to power 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 1 will give you 6. That means the highest common factor between them is 6. Option A is the correct answer to the question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 5. The ratio between two numbers is 3 and 4. So let's first of all assume the two numbers as, let first number be 3x and the second number be 4x. Okay. According to question, it says if each number is increased by 6, that means if the first number becomes 3x plus by 6 and the second becomes 4x plus 6, then the ratio will become 4 by 4 is to 5. So 3x upon 6 upon 4x plus 6 is equal to 4 by 5. Let's do the cross multiplication now. So 5 into 3x plus 6 is equal to 4 into 4x plus 6. 15x plus 30 is equal to 16x plus 24. So you will have x is equal to 6. Right. So let's see the numbers. The first was 3x. So it will be 3 into 6, which is equal to 18. And the second was 4x. So 4 into 6, which is equal to 24. So these two are your answers. Right. And you have to, oh, okay, this is not the answer. Actually, you have to find out. Let's see the question. You have to find out the difference between the two numbers. So difference is 24 minus 18, that is equal to 6. Hence, the correct answer is option C. Hope this is clear. Now, let's move forward to the next question. Question number 6. The population of a town is 145530. If it increases at the rate of 5%, what was it 2 years ago? So let's write down first of all what things are given to us. Current population is this, rate is 5% and time is 2 years. You have to find out original population, right? See, the population is increasing at the rate, like it's increasing in the same way as the compound interest is increasing. So you can say current population is equal to original population into 1 plus rate upon 100 raised to the power time. Current population 145530. Original one, I have to find out. Rate is 5% and time is 2 years. So 145530 is equal to original population into 1.05 square, or you can say original population is equal to 145530 divided by 1.05 into 1.05, which will evaluate to be 1,32,000. This is the required answer to the question. So let's check out the options. Option A is the answer to the question. Next, question number 7. Gabbar kidnapped Basanti and placed him in a tunnel which has a length of 500 meters. So let's draw a tunnel first. Here is a tunnel, and this tunnel length is 500 meters. He kept Basanti over here. He tied her from 200-meter distance from rearer side. So this is 200-meter distance from the rearer side. Okay, this is Basanti position. Right. So now a train is approaching. Viru heroically saved Basanti, and at the same time, a train was approaching the tunnel. They ran at a speed of 10 meter per second to the nearer end and missed. So this is the nearer end for them, of course, because this is 500. The whole is 500 meters, and they are like having the 200 meters distance from here. Obviously, they will run towards this end, and missed the collision very closely. You have to find the speed of the train. So now there are two scenarios over here. First scenario deals with Basanti and Viru. And the second one is with train. Okay. So see, in the case of Basanti and Viru, their speed was given to us as 10 meter per second. The distance they traveled, 200 meters. And let's see the time they have taken. You know, time is given by distance upon speed, or 200 upon 10, or this is equal to 20 seconds. So they traveled this much of distance, 200 meters of distance, in 20 seconds. And the train also approached. It's given to us in the question. The train approached them very near, and they missed the collision. And they missed the collision very closely. That means, see, the speed of the train I have to find out. I'm just taking it as x. The time is 20 seconds again. Okay. Now, distance that has to be traveled by train is 500 meters. So now speed can be easily calculated given distance upon time. See this 20 seconds now, this is the same one because they nearly missed the collision. The time taken by Basanti and Viru is equal to time taken by train. So speed, now you can calculate, the distance was 500 meters for the train and the time taken by the train was 20 seconds. So this will evaluate to 2 will cancel, this will be at 25 meter per second. But in the question, they are asked that you have to give me the answer in kilometer per hour. So now it's very easy, just have to do the conversion of meter per second. 25 meter per second, you have to convert into kilometer per hour. You know how to do the conversion. 25 will be multiplied with 18 upon 5 and you will have 90 kilometer per hour as the answer. So let's check out the options. Option C is the answer to the question. Hope this is clear to you. Let's move to the next question. Question number 8, Marshall, Randy, and Roger have some coins. Marshall's 5-time coins is equal to Randy's 8-time coins, and Marshall's 8-time coins is equal to just 5-time coins. So you have to calculate the minimum coins the three have in total. Let's go for the question. So first of all, let Marshall is having X coins and Randy is having Y coins and Roger is having Z coins. Let Marshall has coins is equal to X, then Randy and then Roger. So this is Y, this is Z. According to question, the very first line says Marshall's 5-time coins are equal to Randy's 8-time coins. So that means 5x is equal to 8y. Or you can say y is equal to 5x upon 8. This is the first case. Second, Marshall's 8-time coins is equal to Roger's 5-time coins. That means also the second thing, Marshall's 8-time coins is equal to Roger's 5-time coins. Here will be Z, right? So what you'll have, Z is equal to 8x upon 5. This is the second scene. So see, now they are having coins. Obviously, the coins are integers. They are having a definite value. They are not in fractions. So for y to be an integer, see, this term also has to be an integer. Must be an integer, right? Correct? So also for z to be an integer, 8x upon 5 also must be an integer. So we are having the two things that the both 5x upon 8 and 8x upon 5 must be integers. Correct? So if there has to be integers, then let's see. From here, we can have the x value can be 8. Why? Because if you will have x is equal to 8, then this and x will cancel. 8 and 8 will cancel. Also from here, you have x is equal to 5. So x can be 8 in this case, first case, and x can be 5 in the second case. Let's take, I want both the conditions to be true. So I have to take LCM of 8 and 5. You know the LCM of 8 and 5 is equal to 40. So let's see. When x is equal to 40, what will y become? Y will be given by 5 into 40 upon 8, or this will be equal to 25. And what will z be? Z will be equal to 8 into 40 upon 5, or this will be equal to 64. So x will be 40 and y will be 25 and z will be 64. This is the minimum value possible. Okay. More of these values are of course possible. You can have multiples of x, y, z, but the minimum one is x is 40, y is 25, and z is 64. You have to find out, the question was minimum coins 3 have in total. So minimum value of coins in total, that is 40 plus 25 plus 64, which will be equal to 129. So this is your answer. Let's check out the options. Option B is the correct answer to the question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 9. Before moving further, you all are requested to please visit our Telegram link if you are having any doubts for our light doubt system. So let's continue with this question number 9 now. A seller says he sells good at 10% loss, but he actually uses a wrong measuring scale and he gains 15%. What is the length of the meter scale? See, in this question, we are given only the percentages, no definite. Here is percentage and here is also percentage, no definite values are given to us. So let's start with the question saying, assuming, let the price of 1 meter cloth is equal to rupees 100. Then he sold at loss of 10%. Correct? This 1 meter cloth was sold at the loss of 10%. So the selling price was cost price minus loss less was 10% of original 100, which will be 90 rupees. So this 90 rupees is the loss according to that person. This was actually a mistake. But actually, he makes a profit. He makes a profit of 15%, right? So the length of cloth, that means therefore their length of cloth sold in 90 rupees and profit was 15%. So what was the length at the at profit of 15%? What was the length of that cloth? The length of that cloth, just a minute. So length of that cloth was equal to 90 into 100 upon 100 plus 15, which will be 90 into 100 upon 115, which will evaluate to be 78.26 centimeter. In the question, we are asked that you have to find out the value in meter scale. So let's find out the value in meter scale. This will be equal to length in meter scale is equal to, this will be divided with 100, or this will be 0.7826 meters. This is the answer. Let's check out the options. Option D is the correct answer to the question. Hope you are clear with this. Then let's move to the next question. Question number 10. Someone borrowed 7,000 at simple interest rate for 3 years, and after 3 years he again borrowed 3,000 with the same rate. So if he end up giving simple interest of 4,615 after 8 years, then what would be his interest rate? So first of all, let's analyze the situation clearly. This is the beginning. So in the beginning, he had taken 7,000 rupees, right? The time was 3 years and the rate was something R. Then after 3 years, he took 3,000 more. So plus 3,000, now he is having, after 3 years, he is having total of 10,000 rupees. So after that, he continued after 8 years. So that means he continued for 5 more years. See, you are given in the question that in after 8 years, what will be this and that. So that means after 3 years, there are 5 more years. The rate is same. Okay, the rate is same in both the cases. So now the simple interest that was paid was 4615. That means according to question, this simple interest 4615 is equal to interest for the first 3 years. What was the interest for first 3 years? Principal into rate into time upon 100 plus interest for the second half. Okay, so this is for 5 years now. For 5 years, what was the principal? It was 10,000. Time was 5 years and rate was same upon 100. This 100 and this 100 will cancel, this 100 and this 100 will cancel. So you will have 4615 is equal to 210 R plus 500 R. This will give you 4615 is equal to 710 R. So 4615 into 710 is equal to R, which will be 6.5%. So this is the answer to the question. Let's check the options. Option A is the correct answer to this question. Hope you are very much clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 11. A boat takes 22 hours to go downstream from point A to B and then to point C, which is midway between A and B. So let's understand the situation. There is a boat. It started from point A. It went to the point B. Then it came to the point C. Here is point C, which is midway. It is given C is midway between A and B. So the boat first went from here to the point B and then it came back to the point C. Right. In the whole process, the boat took 22 hours. So let the distance between points A and B is equal to D kilometer. Right. So there are two speeds, downstream velocity and upstream velocity. What is downstream velocity and upstream velocity? See, when the person is moving in the same direction as the flow of the river, then that is he's moving downstream. In this case, the two velocities will be added. What is the velocity for the velocity is still water. This is the velocity of boat, and this is the velocity of still water, right? So when it's moving downstream, obviously the two velocities will be added. The net velocity or the relative velocity, you can say, relative downstream velocity is 20 kilometer per hour. And when it is moving from B to C, that means it's moving in the opposite direction of water. So this will be 16 minus 4. The two velocities will be subtracted and it will be 12 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now, according to question, the total time taken is 22 kilometers. So that means the time taken for the downstream, that is time taken, we will talk about it later, time taken for downstream A to B. This is equal to time taken is distance upon speed. Similarly, time taken for upstream B to C is D by 2 upon 12. Why D by 2? B to C, this distance is half of AB. So that is BC distance is B by D by 2. Now, according to question, the total time taken, that is D upon 20 plus D upon 2 by 12 is equal to 22. Now you're left with the calculation part only. I hope all the concepts are clear for this. So let's do this. This will be D upon 20 plus D upon 24 is equal to 22. The LCM will be 120. So this will be 6D plus 5D is equal to 22, which will be 11D upon 120 is equal to 22, or D will be equal to 22 multiplied by 120 upon 11, which will be 240 kilometers. Right, so you got the value of D. This is what you had to find out in the question. You had to find the distance between A and B, and we assume the distance between A and B was D. So the correct answer to this question is option C, 240 kilometers. Hope this is clear to you. Let's move to the question number 12. A man earns a commission at 10% when he sells a product of value more than 20,000. He earns a bonus of 5% extra on the excess of sales above 20,000. If he earned 2,600 total commission, what was his bonus amount? You need to analyze the situation very much clearly, that he is earning a total commission. So see, first of all, the total commission he is earning is 2,600 rupees. Correct? So out of this 2,600 rupees commission earned on the sale, commission earned on the sale of 20,000 was 10%, right? Was 10%. Actual commission will be 10% of 20,000, or this will be 2,000 rupees. Right. So this is the basic commission that he has earned. Now there is bonus of 5% extra. So what was his bonus commission? It was total commission he earned minus his basic commission, that is equal to, so his bonus commission was 600 rupees. Correct. Now ratio of percent of commission divided by bonus percent is equal to 10% for his basic commission and bonus commission was 5%. That is equal to 2 by 1. Okay. So that means amount earned as bonus will be 600 into 1 upon 1 plus 2. See, why 1? Because this 1 is the part of the total bonus. 1 is a part of the total. Out of 2, 1 part is for the extra bonus. This 1 is that. And the total is 2, 1 plus 2. So this will be 600 upon 3, or this will be 200 rupees. This is the extra bonus that he has earned. So the answer is rupees 200. Let's check the options. Option B is the correct answer to the question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. Next question number 13. Alok's office is 100 kilometers from his home. Once he started late, so he got late from his home and he started late by 1 hour. He increased his speed by 5 kilometers per hour and reached the office on time. You have to find his changed speed. So, first of all, let the changed speed, this is what we have to find out. So, I'm just assuming, let the changed speed is equal to s kilometer per hour. Okay, that means his normal speed. He increased the speed by 5 kilometer per hour. That means his normal speed was 5 kilometer per hour less, right? This was his normal speed. Now, according to question, see the distance between the 2 points is not going to change, right? For the changed speed, what will be the time? Hundred upon change speed, that was s. And this is the original speed. For the original speed, time, let it be time 1 and this one be time 2. So this is 100 upon s minus 5. Then according to question, time 2 minus time 1 was 1 hour. That means 100 upon s minus 5 minus 100 upon s is equal to 1. So let's take the LCM. S into s minus 5 is equal to 100s minus 100 into s minus 5 is equal to 1. So 100s and 100s, they will cancel and you will be, let's write down 100s minus 100s plus 500 is equal to s into s minus 5. They will cancel. And let's open the brackets on the RHS. You will have a quadratic equation of the type s square minus 5s minus 500 is equal to 0. So the two factors, I want two such numbers. The product of the numbers is minus 500 and the sum of the two numbers is minus 5. So two such numbers are minus 25s and plus 20s. Minus 500 is equal to 0. So just take the s common, s minus 25 plus I'll take 20 common. S minus 25 is equal to 0. So the first one is S plus 20 and the second is S minus 25 is equal to 0. So from here you have the first one, S is equal to minus 20 or 25. See, the speed can't be negative. You can't have a negative value of for the speed. So that means the speed is equal to 25 kilometer per hour. Therefore, which is the correct option? Over here, none of these. 25 kilometer per hour is not available in the option list. So the correct answer is none of these, option D. Let's move to the next question. Let's start with question number 14. A man daily goes to temple, which is 4 kilometers away from his home at the speed of 4 kilometer per hour. So this is his home and here is the temple. And here is the home. So the distance between the 2 points is 4 kilometers and the man starts from here. Speed of man was 4 kilometer per hour. Once he decided to take his dog with him. The dog reached the temple and returned back to his owner. And then he turned back again and again he ran towards the temple and then he came back to his owner. This goes on and on. You have to find the distance covered by the dog in the direction of the temple if the speed is 8 kilometers per hour for the dog. So here's the dog also, and the speed of dog is 8 kilometer per hour. Right. So in the first case, time taken by dog to reach the temple. Dog will reach the temple first because he has more speed. That is given by distance. Distance is 4 and the speed is 8. So this will be 1 by 2 hours. Right. So the distance covered by man, distance covered by man in 1 by 2 hour is equal to 4 into 1 by 2. That will be 2 kilometers. So after the first one, here is man, right? After like he traveled, the dog traveled 4 kilometers and here was the starting point. This is the ending point. The dog completed 4 kilometers till the time man completed 2 kilometers. So that much is 2. Again, this much is 2 kilometers of the distance. Now, let's say dog meets the man after T hours. Okay, then if the dog meets a man, both meet after T hours. First of all, what is their net speed? In this case, net speed is 8 plus 4. 8 was the speed of dog and 4 was the speed of man. So the net speed was 12 kilometers per hour. Distance was 2 kilometers. Therefore, time taken will be distance upon speed. That will be 1 by 6 hours. So this time taken is 1 by 6 hours when they first met. Hence, distance covered by dog to reach the temple after first meeting will be speed into time. Speed of the dog was 8. Time taken was 1 by 6. So it is 4 by 3 kilometers. Right. This will go and on and this will go on and on and on. Right. Now, similarly, you will do for the next ones. This is for the second one and this is for the third one. Similarly, distance traveled by dog to reach the temple after second meeting will be 4 by 3 into 1 by 3. That will be 4 by 9 kilometers. Right. So this will go, you will see this is forming a series. Right. This will go on. Total distance covered by dog will be, first he covered 4, then he covered 4 by 3, then he covered 4 by 9 and so on. This will go on and on and on. So this is forming a GP series, right? in which A is equal to 4 and R is equal to 4 by 3 divided by 4. This will be 1 by 3. Right. So sum of the GP is given by A upon 1 minus R. 4 upon 1 minus 1 by 3. This will be 4 upon 2 by 3. So 4 multiplied by 3 by 2. This will be equal to 6 kilometers. So this is the answer for the question. Let's check out the options given. Option B is the correct answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 15. A train has 7 compartments, right? You have a train which is having 7 compartments. Two compartments have not the same number of passengers. Average of the passengers is 15 and no compartment has no compartment. First of all, total average is 15. Right, average number of passengers is 15 and no compartment has the number of passengers more than the average number of passengers except for 7th. What is the least number of passengers that are possible in 7 compartments? Let's see the situation first. Total number of compartments, how many are there? 7. Right, average number of passengers in each compartment is equal to 15. So if the average is 15, that means total number of passengers, it will be 15 into 7, that is 105. So 105 total passengers are there. Now you want to have the least number of passengers in 7th compartment. If 7th compartment is having least number of passengers, that means the rest 6 compartment will have the maximum number of passengers. Okay, let's write down. For the least number of passengers in 7th compartment, we have the maximum number of passengers in 6 or on first 6 compartments. Right. So let's see maximum number of passengers that are possible in first compartment is equal to 15. Why is 15? Because already in the question he has said, no compartment has the number of passengers more than the average number of passengers. So that means first compartment, how many maximum number of passengers are possible is 15. Okay, and also no two compartments are having same number of passengers. Therefore, maximum number of passengers that are possible in the second compartment is 14. For the third, it will be 13. For the fourth, it is 12. Fifth, it is 11. And for the sixth one, this is equal to 10. Okay, so now the least number. So first of all, let's add these ones. If you are adding them, let's see, you will get over here the total number of passengers in 6 compartments. Total passengers in first 6 compartments is, when you will add all of them, you will get 75. Correct. And the total number, how many total number of passengers were there? Total passengers were 105. Passengers in first 6 compartments was 75. So passengers in seventh compartment is equal to 105 minus 75, which will be equal to 30. Right. So that was your question. The question says you have to calculate the least number of possible passengers in seventh compartment. This is option A. 30 passengers in the seventh compartment is the least number of passengers possible. Hope this is clear. Then let's move to the next question. Question number 16. A family consists of grandparents, parents, and 4 grandchildren. If the average age of grandparents is 67, average age of parents is 35, average age of grandchildren is 6, then what is the average age of the family? So let's pick up. First of all, you're having three stairs over here. You are having, first of all, grandparents in the question. We are dealing with grandparents, then parents, and then grandchildren. Right? These are the three objects we are talking about in the question. So first thing, let's talk about grandparents. Average for the grandparents is 67. So total age will be 67 into 2, that is equal to 134 years. Similarly, for parents, average age is 35. What will be the total age? 70 years. Right. And for the grandchildren, in the question, it's given there are 4 grandchildren. Average age for grandchildren is 6. Total will be 6 into 4, that is equal to 24 years. Correct. Now, in the question, what you had to find out? Average age of the family. Right. So, total age will be 134 plus 70 plus 24, which is 228 years. Total number of members in the family. So this was 2 for parents, 2 for parents, and 4 for grandchildren. So this will be 8. Correct. Now, easy to find out average. It will be total age, that is 2 to 8 divided by 8, which will be 28.5 years. Hope this is clear. Let's move to next question. Question number 17. 6 boys and 3 men can do a piece of work, can do 5 times the work done by 1 man and 1 boy in an hour. Calculate the ratio of work done by men and the boy. So these are the options given. First of all, let 1 man can complete the work in X hours, right? And 1 boy, he can complete the work in Y hours. So what will be the total work done by, like, in 1 hour, how much work the man will do? In 1 hour, man does 1 by X work and boy does 1 by Y work. Correct. So total work done by 1 man and 1 boy in 1 hour is equal to 1 upon X plus 1 upon Y. Now the question was, there were 3 men and 6 boys. So Total work done by 3 men and 6 boys in 1 hour will be given by 3 upon x plus 6 upon y. Correct. Now, in the question, what is given? That they do 5 times the work done by one man and one boy in 1 hour. So you get, according to question, 3 upon x plus 6 upon y is equal to 5 into 1 plus x upon 1 plus y. Let's open. 3 upon x plus 6 upon y is equal to 5 upon x plus 5 upon y. Let's open. I'll take 6y minus 5 upon 6 upon y minus 5 upon y is equal to 5 upon x minus 3 upon x. So this will be 1 upon y is equal to 2 upon x, right? Or you will have x upon y is equal to 2 upon 1. So that was your question. You have to calculate the ratio of the work done. See the question. You have to calculate the ratio of work done by man and the boy. So this is the ratio done, that is 2:1. Option A is the answer to this question. See, 2:1 is the answer. Hope this is clear. Then let's move to the next question. Question number 18. It says A can finish a work in 20 days. A works for 5 days and then he leaves. Then B finish the remaining work in 10 days. How much time will be required to do if both A and B work together? Correct. So first of all, let's write down what things are given to us. A can complete the work in 20 days, right? A can complete the work in 20 days, right? So one day, how much work he can complete? One day work will be 1 upon 20. A works for 5 days. So 5-day work will be 5 upon 20, right? So what will be this? 1 upon 4. So 1 by upon 4 work is done by A in 5 days. What will be the remaining work? If 1 by 4 work is completed by A, then remaining work will be 1 minus 1 by 4, which will be 3 by 4. Correct. So this much work is remaining. Now B completes 3 by 4 work in 10 days. Correct. So B completes one work will be completed by B in 10 multiplied by, that's 10 divided by 3 by 4. So it will be this, or this will be 40 by 3 days. Correct. Now, the question was, how much time will be required if both A and B work together? So you have to calculate. Okay. So A's work in 1 day was, A completed the work in 20 days. So A's 1 day work was this, and B's 1 day work was 3 upon 40. So total work done by A and B together in 1 day is equal to 1 upon 20 plus 3 upon 40. So this will be 40 and 2 plus 3, this will be 1 by 8 work, right? So in 1 day, they complete 1 by 8 of the work. So one work will be completed in 8 days. So let's check out the options. This is your answer. Option B is the correct answer to the question. So let's move to the next question now. Question number 19. If on P, you are having a particular principle, so first of all, we'll keep on writing the things which are given to us. Principle is given to us as P. R is the rate per annum if compounded half yearly Then after a year, you get an amount of Q. So there are two cases in this question. First of all, there is a case of compound interest, and the second one is the simple interest. Let's read the statement complete. So it says, if on P, simple interest of S% per annum is applied, you get amount Q again. What is the relation between R and S? So there are two situations. Principal P is common in both of them. The first one, for the compound interest, it is compounded half yearly. Right? Rate is R. You know the formula for compound interest. If it is compounded half yearly, amount is Q. So Q is given by principal 1 plus rate upon 2 into 100. Why 2 into 100? Because it's compounded half yearly. And the time is multiplied by 2. Time is 1 year. So 1 into 2. All right. So Q is equal to 1 plus R upon 200 raised to the power 2. So let's see the second case for the simple interest. Principal is P again, same amount. So principal is again P. Rate is S% and time is 1 year. Right. Amount, that is Q, is given by principal 1 plus this is RT upon 100. 1 plus T was 1. So it will be, rate is S. It will be S upon 100. Right. So according to question, what do you have? According to question, this P1 plus, they are both Q, right? This is Q and this is also Q. So both are equal. So P1 upon 200 I'll rewrite this one. 1 plus R upon 200 raised to the power 2 is equal to P1 plus S upon 100. PP will cancel, right? So you are having 1 plus R upon 200 square is equal to 1 plus S upon 100. Let's open up. A square plus B square plus 2AB. So 2 will cancel. It will be R upon 100. Right. This is equal to 1 plus S upon 100. They will cancel. Let's take R upon 100 common from here. You will be left with R upon 400 plus 1 is equal to S upon 100. Again, these 200s will cancel and you will have R 1 plus R upon 400 is equal to S. This is a relation. Let's check out the options. So, which is the correct answer from here? Option A. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question then. Question number 20. Before moving further, if you are still having any of the doubts in any question other than this video, then you can reach out to one of us from the Telegram link for the live doubt system given in the description box. So let's start with the next question, question number 20 now. If the cost of rice increases by 25%, then the expenditure of the family increases by 10%. So if the cost of rice increases by 25%, expenditure of the family increases by rice increases by 25%, expenditure of the family increases by 10%. Family was consuming 40 kg of rice before, and how much rice family is consuming now? Sorry, if the family was consuming 40 kg rice before, how much rice family is consuming now? This is what you have to find out. So let's assume initial expenditure of the family. See, in the question now, we are given only the percentages. So we will assume that the initial expenditure of the family is equal to 100 rupees for 40 kg rice. Correct. Now, how much increase in expenditure is there? It is 100 plus 100 into 10. This is the percentage increase. 10% increase in expenditure. So this is the percentage increase. So this will cancel and you will have 110 rupees. So after the 10% increase in expenditure, the new expenditure was 110. This is the new expenditure. Right. Now, if the expenditure is increasing, what was, first of all, initial rate? How much was the initial rate of rice? 100 was spent for 40 kg of rice. So this was equal to 10 by 4 rupees. Correct. Increase. How much increase in rate was this? Here, increase in rate was 25%. So new rate of rice after the increase in 25% will be this 10 plus 10 by 4 plus 10 by 4 into 25%. So this will be total, if you will calculate, this will come out to be 25 by 8 rupees per kg. Okay. Now, amount of rice one can purchase. This is the amount of rice one can purchase. What was the new increase in the budget? It was 110 rupees, right? And the rate is 25 by 8. So what amount of rice can be purchased from this? 110 divided by this. So this will be 110 multiplied by 8 divided by 25, which is equal to 35.2 kg. Right. So let's check the options. This is your answer. Let's check the the right option to this question. Option C. Option C is the correct answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 21. Two trains start towards each other at the same time with the speed 50 and 60 kilometers. So there is train 1 and there is train 2. They both are heading towards each other. First train was moving with the speed of 50 kilometer per hour and the second one was moving 60 kilometer per hour. Bert perched the first train and then he moved towards the second one. Right. And then he came back to the first train and then he again moved to the second one. The distance between the two trains is 220 kilometers. The speed of the bird is 80 kilometer per hour. What is the total distance traveled by the bird? Right. So let the first of all, net speed of the trains. Net speed of the trains was, because they both are moving in opposite direction, so the net speed is 110 kilometer per hour. Distance between the two trains is equal to 220 kilometers. The time when they both will meet, they both will come to a particular point, they both will collide, is distance divided by the speed. So this will be 2 hours. So after 2 hours, the both trains will collide. Right. Now, what was the distance traveled by? In these 2 hours, how much distance? See, this is for the trains. Now, let's talk about the birds. You simply have to calculate the distance covered by the bird in 2 hours. You know, the speed of the bird is 80 kilometer per hour. So the distance will be 80 into 2, that is equal to 160 kilometers. So this is your answer. Let's check the options. Option A is the correct answer to this. Hope this is clear. Now let's go to the next question, number 22. The age of captain of a team is 30 years and the wicket keeper is 1 year older. So captain age is 30 years and wicket keeper age is 30 plus 1, that is equal to 31 years. Correct. Now it is given to you that average of the team excluding captain and the wicket keeper is 1 less than average of the whole team. So first of all, let's assume average age of whole team is equal to X years, right? Then what will be the average age of 9 players? See, there are 11 players in the cricket team, right? What will be the average age of 9 years? That is excluding captain, and wicket keeper. It was 1 less than the average age of the whole team, right? So what is the total age of whole team? You know, one team is having 11 members, so this will be 11 into X. And what will be the total age of 9 players, that excluding your captain and the wicket keeper? So that was equal to 9 into X minus 1. Now, according to question, this is the age of whole team, this is the age of the team excluding captain and the wicket keeper. So then according to this question, the difference between these two things is equal to the sum of the ages of wicket keeper and the captain. Let's write this thing. So according to question, 11x minus 9x minus 1 is equal to age of captain plus age of wicket keeper. Let's open. 11x minus 9x plus 9 is equal to 61. 2x is equal to 61 minus 9. This will be equal to 52, or x will be 26 years. Correct. So let's see the options correct that are there. Option B is the correct answer to this question. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. 23. If a person rows a boat at the speed of 8 kilometer and the speed of the stream is 1.5 kilometer per hour, it takes 2 hours to reach somewhere and then come back. So person starts from here, right? And he goes to some point and then he comes back to the original point. Correct. So speed of the boat, it's given to you as 8 kilometers per hour, and the speed of stream, that is 1.4 kilometer per hour. Let the distance be d between them, right? So this is d, and obviously if we come back to the original point, this is also d. So see the time taken in the first case, and this is the time taken in the second case. Let's see the time taken when he's going to some point. This is t1. In that case, first of all, what will in the first case, and what will be the time you have to calculate? The distance in the first case is d kilometers, and the speed, because it's moving along with the stream, so the speed of the two will be added, right? It will be 8 plus 1.4. Correct. Now time will be d upon 8 plus 9.4 was 8 plus 1.4 was equal to 9.4 hours. Correct. So this is time 1. And what is time 2? See the distance again in this case is d, and now the speed, because they are moving in the opposite direction, so it will be 8 minus 1.4. This will be equal to 6.6 hours. And what will be the time taken? It will be d upon 6.6. Now he says the total time taken was 2 hours. So that means according to question, t1 plus t2 was equal to 2. That means d upon 9.4 plus d upon 6.6 is equal to 2. Let's take the d common. So 1 upon 9.4 plus 1 upon 6.6 is equal to 2. This will give you D is equal to, you will take the LCM, it will be 31.02 and here will be 3.3 plus 4.7 is equal to 2. This will give D is equal to, you will solve the whole thing, you will get 31.08 into 2 upon 8. This is D. This will be 7.755 kilometers. Okay, so that means one-sided distance you have calculated here. The D has come out to be 7.755 kilometers. Right. So now the thing is, if the speed of the boat increases by 25%, so obviously speed of the stream is not changing, it will remain the constant. So now speed increases by 25%. So what will be the new speed? It will be the original speed plus 25% of the original speed, which will come out to be 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. Again, the two things are there. Time one, we have to calculate. The distance will remain the same. The distance was 7.755 kilometers. Now, what will be the new speed? It will be 10 plus 1.4, which will be 11.4 kilometer per hour. And in the second case, when you have to calculate the time 2, distance is still the same, 7.55755 kilometers. And this time the speed will be difference because they are moving in the opposite direction. So it will be 8.6 hours. Correct. Time 1 will be distance upon speed and time 2 will be distance upon speed. Okay. So you have to take the total time taken. This will be, this you will calculate and it will be 0.68 hours and this will be 0.90 hours. Correct. So total time will be 0.68 plus 0.90, which will be 1.58 hours. You have to calculate the percentage decrease in time. Percentage decrease in time. See, initially time taken was 2 hours. So the difference in time is 2 minus 1.58 divided by 2 multiplied by 100. Okay. So this will be around about 0.42 divided by 2 into 100, or this will be 21%. This is the answer. Let's see the options. So it will be, obviously it is decreasing. So this is 21% decrease. Option B is the answer to this question. Let's start with question number 24. A can do a job in 20 days. He works for 5 days and finishes 1 by 4 of the total work. Then B becomes and he finishes the remaining work in 15 days. A and B work together. How many days will they take to finish the job? So first of all, A takes completely A completes the work in 20 days, right? He worked for 5 days and he completed 1 by 4 of the work. So see, he worked for 5 days and he completed 1 by 4 of the work, right? Now, what is the remaining work? If he completed 1 by 4 of the work, the remaining will be 1 minus 1 by 4. This is equal to 3 by 4 of the work, right? And B takes 15 days to complete 3 by 4 of the work. B takes 15 days to complete 3 by 4 of work. So one work will be completed in how many days? 15 divided by 3 upon 4. That will be 15 multiplied by this, or this will be 20 days. So B will complete the work in 20 days. So if both A and B work together, A's 1 day work was 1 upon 20 and B's 1 day work was again 1 by 20. Right. So together 1 day work of A and B will be 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20. So this will be given by 1 upon, you can say 2 upon 20, or this will be 1 upon 10, right? So 1 upon 10 work will be completed by both A and B. This is 1 day work of A and B. So total time taken by A, time taken by A and B will be 10 days. This is your answer. Option C. Let's see the options. So option C is the correct answer to this question. So let's move to the last mathematics question for this paper. X raised to power 4 plus 4 is equal to. So first of all, you are having x raised to power 4 plus 4. This can be written as x square plus 2 square. So I'll be using some of the identities. I hope you know this is a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. I'll be using these two identities over here. Also this one. So this is a square plus b square plus 2ab. This one is a square plus b square minus 2ab, and this is a square minus b square. Okay. Now, what can I do with this one is x square plus 2 square. Now I will add 2 into a into b minus the same thing. I'm adding and subtracting the two similar things. And now I will combine this. Okay, so this is x square plus 2 square plus 2 into 2 into x square minus 4x square. This will be x square plus 2 whole square minus 2x whole square. Now this will be of the form, this is of the form a square minus b square. I have written the identity over here for this, right? Let's solve now. So this will become x square plus 2 plus 2x, x square plus 2 minus 2x. This is your answer. Let's check out the options available. So this is x square plus 2 plus 2x, x square plus 2 minus 2x. So this option B is the answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move with some good questions now. Let's start with question number 26, mental ability questions. So there are some directions from questions 26 to 28. It says that you have to find out odd one out. The ones which are not like the other three, you have to find out the odd one out of these three or out of these four. Okay, so let's see. Let's quickly analyze all the four figures. So I'm noticing one thing over here. This is a square, a circle. This is a circle inside and outside. Again, there's a circle. There's a triangle inside and there's a triangle outside. There's a triangle inside and there is a triangle outside again. So by looking at all of these, I can pretty surely say that option A is the odd one out. Why? See, in all the others, the innermost figure is same as outermost figure. It's not congruent. It's similar. It's similar to the outermost figure. So looking at these options, all the four options that are available, I can easily say that A is the odd one out. Let's move to the next question. So let's see question number 27. Again, I have to find the odd one out. Look at this one. If I rotate this figure in this direction 90 degrees, so you will get this one. See, this straight line is also moving, but over here, okay, fine, this triangle has moved in the 90-degree, but position of this line is remains unchanged. And again, if I'm moving it further, the triangle will look something like this, and again this line is also moving. So look, all the four options, I can clearly see that this is the odd one out. Why? Because this line has not moved in triangles have moved in all the four directions, and also the straight line, the slanting line has also moved in all the three. Only in the third, in the C1, this line has not moved. Okay, so the odd one out over here is option C, because all other options can be obtained by rotating each other. Only there is an exception with option C. Let's move next question, 28. Now, looking at these figures, you have to choose the odd one out. Obviously, this is having a 90-degree angle. This is having a 90-degree angle. This is also having a 90-degree angle. And this one is not having a 90-degree angle. So, no need for further discussion, I think. Option C is not having a 90-degree angle, and all the rest are having 90-degree angles. So, option C is the correct answer to this question. Before moving further, if you have any doubt in any of the question other than this video, then you can reach to one of us from the Telegram link in the live doubt system. Do avail this. It's going to be very good. Let's start with question numbers 29 and 31. In these three questions, you are having a problem figure out of which some part is missing, and you have to complete, you have to fill out that missing part in all of these figures. So let's start with this one. Over here, let's see the figure carefully and all the options that are available. So in the given figure, if I try to complete this figure, what will I get? I will get first of all something, a line like this, right? And then something like this, which will complete. There will be a circle over here and a line over here, and this will be connected. So now just look at this part. It is something like this, right? Over here and a circle over here. So which one goes well with this one? This is also here. So this option C exactly matches with the one which I have completed. So this is the correct answer. Option C. Let's move next question. Question number 30. Again, you are having this figure. Let's try to complete this figure using all the patterns that are being followed. So this is the one, and this is the line which is joining. There is a cut over here, and there is a empty circle over here, and this will go further, and there is a solid circle over here. So let's see which option exactly goes with this one. I made something like this, right? And this, and this, and this. So I think option, let's check all the options carefully. So I think this option A well goes with it, because only this is the one which is having a line over here. This exactly matches. Option A is the right answer for this. Let's move further. Next one, question number 31. So in this question, you have to see what will come in the blank in the question mark. See, these two figures, they are exactly the same. So don't you think this figure will exactly come over here, right? These two figures, they are exactly the same. So I will have an exact figure of this type over here. Let's see the options carefully. Here we get it. Option B is the one. Let's start with a new set of questions, 32 to 34. There are three complete figures and fourth blank spaces given. You have to choose from the set of figures that are given to you, which follows the rule, like which will come in this fourth blank figure out of these A, B, C, D, which will come in this blank figure. So let's check out the options first of all. you are given these options, right? So over here I can easily see the number of leaves are increasing by one. There is no leaf, there is one leaf, there are two leaves over here. So it is increasing by one. The leaves, number of leaves are increasing by one on alternate side, right? So obviously seeing from here, next I'll have this, uh, the two leaves are here and the third one will come over here on the right side. Okay, see I started from here, so then I made a leaf over here also, then in the third one I'll make a leaf on this side. So looking at this one, this fourth one exactly matches with B option. So this is the correct answer. Next, question number 33. Three complete, okay, fine, over here. So now you are having this and this figure. You have to choose from A, B, C, D, which one will completely fill out the this figure, right? So let's see the number of, if I'm looking at over here, the number of sides in this figure is 6. The number of sides in this figure is 8. The number of sides in this figure is 10. Obviously, the number of sides in the next figure will be given by 12. Okay. Number of sides in the next figure will be 12. Let's count out which are having the number of sides. This is having 6, 8, 10 and 12 sides. See, this is having a circle. This obviously will not go. Let's count the number of sides over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is having 14 sides, so this is not done. This is not an exact figure, so I'll not go with this. And let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, this is having the number of sides as 12. So this will be the one as my answer. So let's see. Oh, this is option D. Option D is the answer to this question. In this question, what was the rule? That the number of sides increased by 2, right? So let's start with question number 34. You have to fill in like what will come in this question mark. You are given certain flowers and you have to correspondingly see like what will be filled in this empty space. Right. So let's clearly see this flower seems to have 5 petals. This flower seems to have 4, then 3. Obviously, this flower will have 2 petals, and the only flower which is having 2 petals in this case is this one. Option B, right? This is having 2 petals because this is having 1, this is having 4, and they are having so many. Correct? So, what is the correct answer? Option B is the correct answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. So in this question 35 and 36, there are two sets of figure which are given to you. There's a definite relationship between the first two. Then you have to establish a similar relationship between the third and the fourth, and by selecting a suitable figure from the answer. Okay, let's start. Let's look at the figures very carefully, the first one and the second one. Let's look at them very carefully. So this is the portion which seems to be missing in the second one. Correct. So what is the one which is missing over here? This portion. This portion seems to be missing. Correct. So that means over here in this question, what part is missing? The line segments from the bottom right corner. This is the bottom right corner. The line segments from the bottom right corner seems to be missing over here. So that means this much, this one portion will be missing in the answer in the question mark also. So let's see. This one is also having the bottom right corner figure. Even this is having, this is the only one which is not having the bottom right corner figure. So seeing this, option B is obviously the correct answer. Hope this is clear. Let's move. Next question. Question number 36. Now, again, you have to find out what will come in this particular question mark area. Right. So let's analyze the two figures very carefully. Over here, this is the inner figure and this is the outer one. They seem to be interchanging. The triangle has come inside with the same shape, like triangle is in this shape. It's inverted downwards, and the square has moved, or the rectangle has moved outside. And also at the same time, this is the shaded part and this is unshaded, right? These are the two things. So seeing this, obviously the triangle which is lying outside right now, it will come inside with the same orientation, right? So see, this will be the one, the same orientation, and there's a rectangle which is lying inside, it will come outside. Correct. And this is a shaded portion. Obviously, over here it was non-shaded, so this triangle will remain non-shaded over here. So, seeing this, option B seems to be the absolutely correct one, which will fit in this question mark, right? This seems to be the exactly one which seems to be fitting in the question mark. So, option B is the answer to this question. Hope this is clear. So, let's move next question. Question number 37. This is question number 37. 37 and 38 will be based on this particular concept only. There are three problem figures and the space for the fourth figure is blank. The problem figures are in a series. You have to find out one figure among the answer figures which occupies the blank space for the fourth figure and completes the series. See, this one seems to be really easy. This is the part which is darker, right? It seems to be moving in the 90 degree with a 90-degree angle. Clearly seems to be moving 90-degree angle in the clockwise direction, right? In every step, the shaded region moves 90-degree clockwise direction. So seeing this, we can easily see that this will move now next over here. So obviously option C, out of these, option C seems to be the correct one, right? Because this is the shaded part and now it will move 90-degree and it will come over the left right corner. Sorry, the left bottom corner. Right, let's move. I hope this is clear. Next question, 38. So now you have to see what will come in the question mark over here. See, over here, one small circle is actually being added at every step. There is no circle small, there is one, there are two, and now obviously there will be three, most probably, right? So but this one is also having three, this one is also having three, this one is also having three, and even this is having three. Now the problem comes, what will be the position of the circles? See, this is one, and then one is circle is added outside, so this won't first of all, this is not going because they are triangles, this involves triangles. And even this one see, the circle is over here, rather in our figure the circle was at this position, so this will not go. Let's check out the D option. The circles are lying inside, this will not go even. So seeing all this, you can see I will place a circle now over here. Probably the next circle will come at this place. So the one figure which is exactly having the circles at the given positions, we can see like this, is option C, right? So option C is the correct answer to the question. Hope this is clear. Let's move next question. Question number 39 and 40, they are having the same rule. A series is given with one, two terms missing. Choose the correct alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. So let's write down the series first. It's 14, 19, 29, 49, 89, and you have to find out what will come next in the series. So let's see, the difference between these two is plus 5, and between these two is plus 10, these two plus 20, plus 40, and obviously you can clearly see what will be the difference between these two now. It will be, see, it's moving in the multiples of 2, right? 5 twos are, 10 twos are, 20 twos are, 40 twos are, it will be 80. So looking at this one, 89 plus 80 will be 169, which is option D. So that means option D is the correct answer for this question. Hope clear? Let's move next one. So now you have to find out what will come in this series. Let's write down the series again. It is 5, 21, 69, 213, 645, and you have to find out what will come in the question mark. Right. So the difference between the two is 16, clearly 48. What is the difference between the two? 144. Between these two is 432. If I get the difference between two, I will definitely get the question mark. So again, you're looking at something. This is 16 threes are 48, 48 threes are 144, 144 threes are 432, and 432 threes are 1296. So that means what number I will get? Add them. 645 plus 1296. This will give you 1941. So obviously, this is the number option B which will complete the series. B is the answer to the question. Let's move next. Here's question number 41. Nitya is Sam's sister. Morgan is Sam's father. Selvan is Rajan's son. Rajan is Morgan's brother. How's Nitya related to Selvan? So let's see. First of all, let's write down the names. Here's Nitya, Sam, Morgan, Selvan, and then we have Rajan. Right. So let's see what you are given. We are given Nitya is Sam's sister. Right. So Nitya is related to Sam as sister. Then Morgan is Sam's father. That means Morgan and son. I mean, Sam is Morgan's son. Right. So again, you are given that Slevin is Rajan's son. Selvin is Rajan's son and Rajan is Morgan's brother. So they both are having the relationship of brother. Right. And you have to find out how Nitya is related to Selvin. So from here you can see that Nitya and Sam, they are brother sister. Sam is son of Morgan. That means Nitya is daughter of Morgan. Okay, Nitya is daughter of Morgan, and from here, from these two, we clearly see Rajan is Morgan's brother, Selvan is Morgan's. Over here, Nitya has come to be the this daughter of Morgan, and Rajan and Morgan, they are brothers. Correct. That means Nitya and Rajan is Nitya's uncle. Right? If Rajan is Nitya's uncle and Selvan is Rajan's son, then obviously Nitya and Rajan, Nitya and Selvan, how are they related? They are cousins. Nitya and Selvan, they are nothing but cousins. Hope this is clear. Next, so let's check out the options first. What is the answer? Option C. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. A boy running towards south turns to his right and runs. So first of all, I hope you people know already the directions are like north is this, south is this. Then over here you are having east, and on this side you are having west. So let's see. This is a starting point. A boy running towards the south, so he's running in this direction. Then he turns on his right. See, imagine you are standing at this position. If you're turning to your right, that means you are turning at this position. Then he turns to the right, and again he turns right. So if he's standing over here, if he's turning right, that means he's moving in this direction now. correct? And then finally he turns towards his left. He's standing over here. If he's moving towards his left, that means he's moving in this direction. So clearly this is north, this one is north, south, east and west. So he is moving in which direction? He is moving in the west direction, this one. So option B, west direction, is the correct answer for this question. So let's move next question. Question number 43. Roshan is taller than Hardik, who's shorter than Sushil. Sushil, Niza is taller than Harry, but shorter than Hardik. Sushil is shorter than Roshan, who is the tallest. So see, let's write it like this. First of all, you are having Roshan is taller than Hardik and Sushil is taller than Hardik. Both are taller than Hardik. One more thing you are given, that Niza is taller than Harry. Also, you are given something like Hardik is taller than Niza and Niza is taller than Harry. Also, you are given one more thing, that Roshan is taller than Sushil. So looking at these, this and this, if I combine all of them, see, this is the particular pattern. First of all, Hardik is taller than Niza. Niza is taller than Harry. And then Hardik, see, Roshan, Sushil. Roshan is the tallest one, Sushil. Roshan and Sushil, they both are taller than Hardik. If I have to compare between them, Roshan is taller than Sushil. So you can write Roshan is taller than Sushil. And Sushil is taller than Hardik. Hardik is taller than Niza. And Niza is taller than Harry. Now, who is the tallest one? You can clearly see the tallest one is Roshan. So, option A is the answer. Correct? Let's move. Next question. Question number 44. Priyanka ranks 6th from the bottom and 28th from the top in a class. How many students are there in the class? So in this question, first of all, Priyanka is getting 6th from the bottom. She is from, if I'm seeing from this position, she's at the 6th position. And if I'm looking from this, she is at the 28th position. Correct. So the total number of students, this is what you have to find out clearly. Total number of students will be equal to 6 plus 28 minus 1. See, why minus 1? Because this one position will be repeating twice. This is coming 2 times for this one and this one also. So this will come out to be 33. The total number of students are 33, option C. Right? Let's move next. Question number 45. You have to select the missing numbers from the given responses. This is a magic square. See, in the magic square, the numbers in the diagonals, in the verticals and in the horizontal, they all add up to the same number. So in this each column, let's see 43, I'm picking up the first column like this one. In this column, let's add column wise, column add up to 43 plus 21 plus 35. This gives you 99. So this is the one. The magic number over here is 99. So all the columns, all the this horizontal lines, all the diagonals, they add up to 99 only. Correct. So obviously, let's see this one, the missing number. If I'm giving it the name as X, then X plus 35 plus 28 is equal to 99, which gives you X is equal to 99 minus 35 minus 28, which will be equal to 36. So this is the option A is the correct answer for this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move. Next question. 46. Which of the following diagram represents a correct relationship between doctors, special doctors, and patients? See, patients and doctors, they don't have, like, patients obviously diagnose the doctors obviously diagnose the patients, but they are two different entities. Correct. Yes, of course, there are doctors and there are some special doctors. All the doctors are not special. And the patients, they are forming a separate entity. So this one won't go, this one won't go, even this will not go. This is the, see, all the special doctors, they are doctors only. Correct. So this one will even not go. Only option A will go in this case. So this is the correct answer. This is the answer to the question. Hope this is clear. Let's move. Next question. Question number 47. In the given figure, how many musical toys are there? See, this circle represents a musical, and this rectangle over here, this rectangle, this represents the toys. So the one which are musical as well as toys, the ones which are musical and the toys both, is only this 14 and 21. 14 and 21 are both musical as well as toys. Correct? So you can say total number of musical toys is equal to 14 plus 28, which is equal to 42. So you can see option C is the answer. This one. Hope this is clear. Let's move. Next question. 48. So in the given figure, how many players are, so in question number 39 and 40, a series is given with two terms, two terms missing. You have to correct the alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. So you have to find out how many players are quick and fat. See, there are three different sets: players, fat, and quick. So you have to find out the ones which are all the three: players also, quick also, and fat also. See, only this is the one. This is the one which is common in all the three sets. This portion, this is the one which I've shaded. Only this is the one which is there in all the three: players, fat, and quick. They are players, they are fat, and they are quick. So obviously, this 30 is the answer to this option B. Hope this is clear. Let's move next question number 49. So from question number 49 to 52, in each of the following questions, select the related letter word number from the alternatives. Pituitary brain thymus is related to which organ? See, pituitary is a gland in the brain. Similarly, thymus is a gland of the chest. It's a gland of the chest. Option B. It's not a gland in the throat, spinal cord, no. Larynx, no. It's only in the chest, right? So this is option B. Let's move question number 50. In each of the following questions, select the related letter word number from the given alternatives. Forecast, future, regret will be related to what? See, forecast is like the future. What will happen in the future? This is what we are okay, fine. We are doing the forecast. What will happen in the future? Regret is only when you regret, that is only for your past actions, what you have done in the past. Right? You don't regret for the present at all. Since, see, you do this, but if I'm saying the forecast is meant for future, forecast is what will happen in the future, right? If I'm doing this for future thing, then regret will go for the past only. Correct? Option C, past. Hope this is clear. Let's move next question number 51. Family is related to home in the same way colleagues are related to what? Work, office, building, or friends. See, in the family, a family lives in a home. Similarly, colleagues, they work in office. All the family together, they live at a home. Similarly, colleagues, they are together. At what place they are together? They are together at office. Simple as that. Option B. Next question number 52. India is related to peacock the same way USA is related to what? Red kite, bald eagle, mute swan, or robin. See, India's national bird, peacock is the national bird of India. Peacock is India's national bird. That means you have to tell the national bird of USA. Red kite is the national bird of Wales. Bald eagle is the national animal of USA. Mute swan is the national animal of Denmark. And robin is for UK. So USA has the national animal as bald eagle, option B. Hope this is clear. Let's move next question. Question number 53. Find the odd word letters number pair number from the given alternatives. First one is albatross, then ostrich, pelican, and penguin. See, albatross, if I look at all of them very carefully, albatross is a water animal. Same is the pelican and same is the penguin. Ostrich is not a water animal. So I think this is the odd one out because all the rest are water animals except ostrich. So here the odd one out is option B, that is ostrich. Let's move next question. Question number 54. So again, you have to find out the same thing. You have to find out the odd one out, and the terms are alternatives are here: internet banking, mobile banking, automated teller machine, or personal banking. See, internet banking, mobile banking both make use of internet, right? ATM is a machine, it's a hardware. Whereas, what is a personal banking? A personal banking is the banking which provides financial, it's a type of banking which provides financial services to individual customers. Okay, so out of these A, B, C, D, I can see that mobile banking, internet banking, both of them are related to internet, which is actually a virtual thing. It's a software. It's a kind of, it's not a hardware. No machinery is being used over here. And even in the personal one, these are the services which are provided to individual customers. Again, you don't have any hardware which is involved in this. So all except the ATM, that is ATM, that is an automated teller machine, all except this are not using any particular hardware. Okay, so obviously this is the answer to this question, that is option C, automated teller machine. Next, question number 55. Again, we have to choose the odd one out from here. So let's look at the options. Here is cathedral, then mosque, temple, monastery. See, a cathedral, it's a church where Christians pray. Mosque is the one where Muslims pray. Okay. And the temple where the Hindus pray. Monastery is the place where monks stay. It's a place where monks stay. So easily you can see from here which is the odd one out. That's obviously monastery. So all except monastery are the places of worship, while monastery is the place where monks stay. So obviously this is the correct answer. Option B. Hope that's clear. Let's move next question. Before continuing with this, here's a quick reminder that if you're still having any doubts and any questions other than this video, then you can reach to one of us from the Telegram link for the Dive Doubt system. So let's start with the next question, that is question number 56. You have to choose the one which best expresses the meaning of the given word. The given word is elegance, and the options are loyalty, violence, disloyalty, and treachery. This word means support for a leader, government, or belief. Support for a leader, government, or any belief. Loyalty, it means the act of being loyal towards someone. Violence, it's the act of doing physical harm. Disloyalty, it means the act of not being loyal. Treachery means causing harm, the act of causing harm to someone who trusts you. So, out of these, you can clearly see elegance and loyalty means commitment to a superior or to group of cause. Like they are having the same means. They both are having the same means. The world, rest of the words, they are not related to this world, to the given world. So, obviously, the one loyalty is the correct option. So, option A is the correct answer to this question. Let's move. Next question. Question number 57. So you have to choose the one which best expresses the meaning of the given word, and the given words are abashed, dauntless, ashamed, intrepid, and honest. Let's look at the meaning of each of the words one by one. Means making someone feel embarrassed or ashamed. So it is making someone feel ashamed or embarrassed. Dauntless, it means not easily frightened or worried by something. Ashamed, of course, what do you mean by the word ashamed? It means when you're ashamed of something. Then it's intrepid, being ashamed of something, shameful of something. And this intrepid, it means without any fear or without any fear of danger. And honest, you means one who is loyal, right? So you have to choose the word which best expresses the meaning of the given word abash. That is obviously the word ashamed, right? So these are the two words which are having the same meaning. So abashed and ashamed, these are the two clear uh, synonyms, right? Here is option B as the correct answer. Let's move next question. Here is question number 58. You have to choose the one which best expresses the meaning of the given world, and the given world is altruism. Then the given options are selfishness, deceitful, selflessness, and skepticism. Let's look at the meaning of all these words one by one so that we can be clear with what the right answer is. Altruism, it means the fact of caring about the needs. It's act of caring about the needs or the happiness of others more than yours, more than your own, right? And what do you mean by selfishness? It means when you're just thinking about yourself, think only about yourself. Deceitful means dishonest, and selflessness means it concerns more with the needs and wishes of others, concerns more with the needs and wishes of others than your own self. Skepticism means a general feeling of doubt about something. So, clearly, which is the correct answer to the given question is selflessness. Altruism and selflessness, they are the same words. Option C is the correct answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 59. So, here in the following questions, you have to choose the word opposite in meaning to the given words. And the given words are adroit, honest, adept, gallant, and incompetent. So, the meaning of the word adroit means skillful or clever. Honest means, obviously it's the act of being loyal to someone. Adept means very good or skillful. Gallant means brave. And incompetent, it means lacking the necessary skills to do something. So, adroit means skillful or clever, and you have to choose the word which is opposite. Then, obviously, incompetent. This option D is the correct opposite word to this given word. So, option D is the correct answer to this question. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the question number 60. So, you have to again choose the word which is opposite in meaning to the given word, that is vague. And the options are clear, faint, obscure, and vogue. Let's look at the meaning of all these words one by one. So, vague means not clear. Clear means obviously when it's clear, something is very much clear. Faint, which is not strong or clear. Obscure, it means not well known. And vogue means a fashion for something. It's a fashion statement, okay? So obviously the word which is opposite to the word vague, not clear is clear. So these are the two antonyms. Option A is the correct answer to this question. Hope that's clear. Let's move next question. Question number 61. So in this, again, you have to find out the opposite word to the given word. And the given words are frugal, miserly, gluttonous, plentiful, extravagant. Let's look at the meaning of all these words one by one. The word frugal means using only as much money or food as necessary. Then is miserly, not likely, the person who's not likely to, a person mostly it's said, not who is not likely to spend the money. Then is the word gluttonous. It means excessively greedy. One who is excessively greedy. Plentiful, which is available in large quantities. Extravagant, spending or costing too much money. So the word which is opposite to the word frugal is obviously extravagant, because frugal means spending only as much money as is necessary, whereas extravagant is when you're overspending it, right? So this option B is the correct answer to the given question. So let's move to the next question, number 62. Over here in this question, you are given four alternatives for the given idiom or phrase, and you have to choose the alternative which best expresses the meaning of the given idiom or the phrase. The very first one is to bury the hatchet, and the given options in this case are to make peace with enemy, to throw soil over something, to make someone cry, to kill someone. So let's look at all of them one by one. First of all, let's look at the the meaning of this idiom or the phrase. So to bury the hatchet means to end the quarrel, to end the quarrel or conflict with conflict, and be friendly with that person. And to make peace with the enemy, to throw soil over something, to make someone cry, to kill someone. Out of these four options, obviously, one, to make peace with the enemy is a correct option. It goes well with the meaning of the phrase to bury the hatchet. To make peace with the enemy. This is the correct answer to the question. Let's write down a sentence on this now. So it says, like, after years of fighting over, like, who should get dad's money, over dad's money, my brothers finally buried the hatchet. So I hope this meaning of this idiom is very much clear to you. Let's move to the next one, that is 63. And let's read out the one, to strain every nerve. And the given options are to hurt someone, to make the greatest possible effort, to count every nerve, to spread something everywhere. Let's look at the let's look at the meaning of this phrase, strain every nerve. It means to make every possible effort. It means trying to make every possible effort. So let's look to hurt someone, to make the greatest possible effort, to count every nerve, to spread something everywhere. Out of all these, this option B, to make the greatest possible effort, this is the best answer to the strain every nerve phrase. Let's make a sentence also so that it will be very much clear. So I strained every nerve to reach that book. I strained every nerve to reach that book on the top of the shelf. But I still couldn't get it. I hope the meaning of this idiom or this phrase is clear to you. Let's move to the next one, that is the 64th idiom. So it is at the 11th hour. The given options are too late, too early, immediate, or at the last moment. At the 11th hour, it seems from the word, from the phrase very clearly, 11th hour means at the end moment. When you're doing something at the end moment, it's not late, it's not, of course, it's not early, it's not immediately, it's not late either. It is doing something at the very end moment. When you're doing something at the last of some, exactly at the end hours, at the last moment, you are doing something. So at the 11th hour, the correct answer to the given phrase is at the last moment. And let's make a sentence. He postponed his trip at the 11th hour. He decided that he will not go, but he decided at the very last moment. So he postponed his trip at the 11th hour. Hope this is clear. Let's move next question. Question number 65. To burn one's fingers, and the given options are to get hurt physically, to suffer financial losses, to find work, to suffer nervous breakdown. So to burns one's finger, it doesn't mean to hurt physically. See, this is an idiom, so it doesn't mean to get hurt physically. It means to find work. No, it's burning like it's doing some sort of damage. So to find the work, it doesn't again go. To suffer nervous breakdown, no, it means to suffer financial losses. To burn one's fingers simply means to suffer financial losses. So option B here is the correct answer to the question. Let's make a sentence also based on that. He burned his fingers in the stock market. He burned his fingers in the stock market and has been timid about investing ever since. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 66. So in the question, from the question 66 to 69, some part of the sentences have errors and some are correct. So find out which part of the sentence has an error. If the sentence is free from the error, then you can have to mark T in the answer. So we are clear with the instructions. Let's start. Let's read the statement. Our country does not lack in scientists of quality. So A is saying that the error is in this part, B if the error is in this part, C if the error is in this part, and D if there is no error. So let's read it once again. Our country does not lack in scientists of quality. See, our country does not lack scientists in quality. The in word should not be there. So this is the part which is having an error. That means C is the part which is having an error. Option C. Let's read it now without the error. Our country does not lack scientists of quality. Now, this seems pretty good. Let's move. Next question, 67. Let's read the statement. It is feared that part A, hundreds of people, part B, have lost lives. So, this is part C. This is having, or D, if this is having no error. Right. So let's read it fluently once again. It is feared that hundreds of people have lost lives. Doesn't it seem a bit weird over here? It should have been, it seems that hundreds of people have lost their lives. So, what is the correct one over here? Option C, because this is the part which is having a missing word that is there. You should have the answer as it is feared that hundreds of people have lost their lives. Let's move next question. That's question number 68. He is one of those students who comes late regularly. So I'm repeating, he's those one of those students who comes late regularly. So see, don't you feel here is something wrong? So here should have been not comes, it should have been come. He is a student, he's one of those students who come late regularly. It should have been come over here. So this option C is the correct answer. This is the part which is having a wrong one. Let's move next question over here. It's option C as the answer. Let's move to the next question. That is question number 69. This child was run over with a private bus. And D, if this is having a no error. So see, this child was run over with the private bus. again, I'm feeling something fishy over here. This child was run over by a private bus. It should have been by a private bus instead of with the private bus. So option C is the correct answer to this question, right? Next question number 70. After the treatment, he was relieved dash the pain. So over here, what you have to do, you have to find out the correct option like which will be being filled in this question, right? So is it after the treatment he was relieved for the pain, of the pain, from the pain, or with the pain? Obviously, the one which is going exactly here is after the treatment he was relieved of the pain. This option B seems to be the answer. So after the treatment, he was relieved of the pain. Next question number 71. Several times have been left dash from the list. Out from the list, within from the list, behind from the list, or off from the list. See, when I said within from the list, behind from the list, off from the list, they seem quite weird. So let's read with the first. Several times, several items have been left out from the list. This seems to be pretty going over here. So this is the answer. Option A. Next question number 72. I have not paid my school fees already, now, then, yet. So let's read again. I have not paid my school fees already. I have not paid my school fees now. I have not paid my school fees then, or I have not paid my school fees yet. Obviously, these doesn't go well with the sentence yet is the answer. I have not paid my school fees yet. That means the school fees have not been paid yet. So this is the correct option yet. That's option D. Hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. So question number 73, my father has dash returned home from work. My father has now returned home from work. My father has never returned home from work. My father has defense returned home from work, or my father has just returned home from work. Just see, this is the correct. This is absolutely the one which is going exactly in the blank. My father has just returned home from work. Now, no. Never, no. Defense, no. So just is the answer to this question, option D. So let's move next, question number 74. This is based on a para and you have to answer 74 and 75 questions based on this para. Let's read. Plants need sunlight and water to make their own food. You can do an experiment to test if this is true. Place a bucket over a patch of green grass. After a few days, lift the bucket. You will see that the grass is not as green as green as anymore. If you leave the bucket in the place for a week, the grass will become very dull. This happens because the grass cannot make food in the dark. Remove the bucket. In a few days, the grass will start turning green again. So from here, you have to see, what do plants need? What do plants need? Buckets are bad. Plants need sunlight. Grass is not pretty. Plants need air. See, what do plants need? First of all, plants, buckets are bad, grass is not pretty. Obviously, these doesn't go well. So these are out of the question. Plants need sunlight. This and plants need air. See, in this question, according to this phrase, if I'm just looking at the phrase of it, so according to the phrase, what we are discussing in it is that plants need sunlight. So if I'm talking about the phrase, this doesn't go. This one is, of course, not fine. And plants need air. Of course, plants need air otherwise. But in this para, we are trying to prove that plants need sunlight. So this is the correct option. Option B. Hope this is clear. Next, question number 75. So what is the experiment? A way to grow grass, a way to test an idea, a way to use a bucket, a way to use sunlight. Let's see. The experiment is not about a way to grow the grass. The grass was not growing over here. He was just testing that whether grass can still remain green if the sunlight is absent. That means the plant, whether they are able to make their own food or not. So we are testing something, right? So this means it's a way of testing an idea. To use a bucket, to use sunlight, no, it's a testing thing. Okay. So option B, a way to test an idea. This is well going over here, right? Let's move next question. That's 76 question. So again, you have to read the para and answer the questions carefully. The postal service in the government agency dash like 76 is a blank over here which will be filled, handles the mail. So we'll be reading all the whenever the question will come, we will read that line in which that particular number blank is coming. Okay. So here is question number 76 and let's see. The postal service in the government agency, that's 76 blank, handles the mail. So let's read all. The postal service in the government agency, the fact that handles the mail. The postal service is a government agency, whether handles the mail. The postal service is the government agency of which handles the mail. The postal service is the government agency that handles the mail. So when I've read the options, I hope this is pretty clear to you that this is the word which absolutely is fitting over this place. So the postal service in the government agency that handles the mail. This is the answer. So the question, option D is the answer to this question. Next is question number 77. Let's read the 77th blank sentence. Its job is dash letters and packages to the people and businesses all over the world. So let's read this with the question, with the given alternatives. Its job is being delivered letters and packages. Its job is to be delivered letters and packages. Its job is to have delivered letters and packages, or its job is to deliver letters and packages to the people and businesses all over the world. When I've read them, it can be pretty clearly seen that to deliver goes over here. Its job is to deliver letters and packages to the people and businesses all over the world, right? So this is the correct option, option D. Let's move next, question number 78. Hope you are getting everything. Still, if you are having any doubts in any of the question other than this video, then you can reach to one of us from the Telegram link for the live doubt system. Okay, so let's read the 78th blank. Its goal is to see that your mail gets to its destination dash possible. So I'll read out this one. Okay, its goal is to see that your mail gets to its destination less quickly possible, too quickly possible, so quickly that possible, as quickly as possible. I have read all the given alternatives and only this is the one. Its goal is to see that your mails goes to its destination as quickly as possible. So this option D is the answer to the given question. Hope that's clear. So here will be as quickly as possible. Okay, let's move next question 79. So let's read the 79th blank. People dash the postal service to deliver important letters and even valuables. So people back out the postal services, people check out the postal services, people come in the postal services, or people rely on. This seems to be pretty going over here. So people rely on the postal services to deliver letters and even valuables. Option D is the correct answer over here. So this is the one, right? Rely on. Next, let's move. Hope this is clear. Question number 80. So this is the last blank in this particular phrase. Dash time and to the right people, person. Okay, letters and even valuables, dash time and to the right people and person. So let's read the options. To time and to the right people person, for time and to the right person, at time and to the right person, on time and to the right person. See, when I have read that, this clearly see that these three does not at all go in the sentence. On wet suits well over here. So on time and to the right person, this is the correct one. So option D is the correct one to the question. Let's move next question, question number 81. So this is a GK question. How many total medals have been won by Michael Phelps in Olympic Games? So the given options are 28, 26, 24, and 32. Michael Phelps he was an American swimmer. Let's get some knowledge about him. He was an American swimmer. So he had a record of winning 28 individual medals in Olympics. So these 28 medals include 23 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze medals in this period of 2004 to 2016. So he won 28 medals. So obviously option A is the correct answer to the question. Let's move to the next question. Which dynasty established the Ajanta and Ellora caves? Is it Khilji dynasty, Shang, or Hindu Satavahan, or Tughlaq dynasty? So let's see which is the correct option to this question. Ajanta and Ellora caves monuments were built during Hindu dynasties such as Rashtrakuta dynasty, which was constructed as a part of Hindu and Buddhist caves, and the Yadava density, which constructed a number of Jain caves. This density of is mentioned as Andhras in the Puranas, was ruling in the Deccan region. So option C is the correct answer. Ajanta and Ellora cave monuments were built during Hindu Satavahan dynasties, such as Rashtrakuta dynasty, which constructed part of Hindu and Buddhist caves. So this is the correct answer. Let's move next question, question number 83. Which text of Vedas refer to medicine? Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, or Atharva Veda? See, here the word Atharvans means procedure for everyday life. So Veda here means, see, I'm talking about Atharvanas. It means procedure for everyday life. And what do you mean by Veda? It means knowledge. So Atharva Veda, it means knowledge. If I'm talking about Atharva Veda, which is a combination of these two words, it provides Atharva Veda. It means knowledge about the medicines used for many diseases. Correct? So which Vedas refers to medicines? Atharva Veda refers to the medicines. Question number 84. Duckworth-Lewis turn or DLS method is related to which game? Football, cricket, hockey, or basketball? So you should be clear with like what is this system all about, the DLS method, what it is. It's a mathematical system. It's a mathematical system which is employed to calculate the target scores and reach outcomes in rain when the rain occurs in the rain shortened limited over matches. So you can clearly see this particularly happens in cricket. So this method is based actually on the mathematical calculation, which is applied in case when the cricket match is interrupted by weather or any other circumstances like rain. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Next is question number 85. Which cricketer reached fastest 10,000 runs in ODI? Is it Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, Virat Kohli, or Rohit Sharma? So I hope most of you will be knowing the answer to this question. It's Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has become the fastest. He has become the fastest cricketer to reach 10,000 ODI runs. So he broke actually Sachin Tendulkar's record. He created this record on only 205 innings, which is 54 innings less than Sachin. Isn't that amazing? Hope this is clear. Let's move next question. That is question number 86. The question is, what is the capital of Colombia? Is it Bogota, Caracas, Quito, Bangkok, which is the correct option? Let's see one by one, all of them. I'll start with Caracas. It is the capital of Venezuela. Then Quito is the capital of Ecuador, and Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. Bogota is the capital of Colombia. So we got the capital of Colombia, Bogota. This is our answer. Next, question number 87. Where is the headquarter of WHO located? Is it New York, America, Geneva, Switzerland, London, England, Paris, France? First of all, what is WHO? So WHO is World Health Organization, which is a body of UN. It's a body of UN, that is United Nations, that is tasked with the matters of international public health. It deals with the matters of international public health. So the body, which is part of the UN Development Group, it was established 70 years ago on 7 April 1948. So it is having its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. This is the correct answer. I hope this information will be useful for you for the WHO. Correct answer is option B, Geneva, Switzerland. Let's move next. Question number 88. Who is the founder of Mughal dynasty? Akbar, Humayun, Babur, Aurangzeb. So out of the given options, Babur is the correct one. Babur founded Mughal Empire in India. So he founded Mughal Empire in India. He was a Central Asian ruler from 1526 to 1530 in India, and he was descended from the Turco-Mongol conqueror Timur, and from his father's side, and Genghis Khan from his mother's side. So Babur is the correct answer to the given question, option C. Let's move next question. 89. What was the actual name for Ghiyas Uddin Tughlaq? Was it Ghazi Malik, Salim, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, or Khurram? The actual name, the actual name of Ghiasuddin Tughlaq was Ghazi Malik. That means fighter for Islam. His actual name was Ghazi Malik. This is the one, which meant fighter for Islam. And he was a founder of Tughlaq dynasty in India. So Ghazi Malik, option A, is the correct answer to the question. Next is question number 90. Khilafat movement was merged with which movement? Non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, Dandi March, or Quit India movement? So Mahatma Gandhi, he had a central role in the position of this Khilafat movement with India's freedom struggle. Primarily the non-cooperation movement, right? This was the first Hindu-Muslim protest against British rule. The movement became the symbol of Hindu-Muslim unity. So the answer is non-cooperation movement. See, over here, the non-cooperation movement, this was like it brought the Hindu Muslims together for the first time against the British rule. And this led to the foundation of the Hindu Muslim unity. So this is the correct answer. Next is question number 91. What is the difference between stumps of both crickets in stumps in the what is the distance between the stumps of both sides in cricket? Is it 20 yards, 24 yards, 30 yards, 22 yards? See, the two sets of wickets, if I'm talking about in cricket over here, if there are three wickets on either side, the two sets of wickets shall be pitched opposite and parallel. They should be exactly opposite and parallel to each other at a distance of 22 yards, or that is also equal to 20.12 meters between the centers and the two middle stumps. Okay, so you can clearly see the correct answer is this 22 yards. Hope that's clear. Let's move next question 92. Who rejected Muslim League's demand for Pakistan? Was it Muslim League Cabinet Mission, INC, or Muhammad Ali Jinnah who rejected the Muslim League's demand for Pakistan? It was actually Cabinet Mission. The Cabinet Mission rejected Muslim League's demand for Pakistan. Why? Because the formation of Pakistan would not have solved the communal minorities problem. Even after the creation of Pakistan, 37.93% non-Muslim would still be in the northwest zone of Pakistan, and 48.31 would be in the northeast zone. So it was rejected by Cabinet Mission. That's option B. Next is, which of the following book was authored by Vikram Seth? A Suitable Boy, God of Small Things, Train to Pakistan, or A History of Sikhs? Vikram Seth's famous writings include Travel Book from Heaven Lake, like he wrote this in 1983. A Travel Book from Heaven Lake. Then in 1986, he wrote the verse novel, The Golden Gate, and the epic novel, A Suitable Boy. He wrote this in 1993. So now I think you people are quite sure what is the answer. Option A. Next is question number 94. Which desert is not located in India? Gobi Desert, Thar Desert, Arabian Desert, or Sahara Desert? The Sahara Desert is, this desert is located in Africa continent. And the remaining rest of them, all these three, they are in Asia continent. So this option D, Sahara Desert, is the answer to the question. Right, let's move next question 95. Who established the Indian National Congress? It was Dadabhai Nauroji, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, or A.O. Hume. See, on 28th December 1885, Indian National Congress was Indian National Congress was founded by A.O. Hume on 28 December 1885. So this is the correct answer. Option D. Let's move next. Question number 96. Which lines run parallel to the equator? Let's draw Earth. This doesn't look like Earth. Let's draw Earth once again. Okay. So the equator is the line which passes through the center of the Earth, and these are the lines over here, which are lines of latitudes. Right. These are the lines which are, this is the equator, which is exactly passing through the center of the Earth, and these lines of latitude are parallel to the equator. So latitude lines, they are run parallel to the equator. It's not longitude, it's not slanting lines, not straight lines. Latitude lines, these lines are called lines of latitude, which are in parallel to the equator of the Earth. Next, question number 97. Who invented electricity? Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, Michael Faraday, or Nikola Tesla? Who invented the electricity? See, Benjamin Franklin over here, he is the one who invented the electricity. He was the one to prove that lighting was a form of electricity. So he proved that lighting was a form of electricity actually. So you can see option A is the correct answer to the question. Next, question number 98. Which gas results in brown cloud atmosphere? Is it carbon dioxide or hydrogen or sulfur dioxide or fossil fuels and biomass? See, emissions associated with the combustion of fossil fuels and biomass. So, first of all, this is the correct answer. Option D, fossil fuels and biomass. Emissions associated with these, this is the one, the brown cloud atmosphere is found by aerosol. These aerosols, uh, see, when you are having these aerosols, they mainly are made up of black carbon. These are made up of black carbon, organic carbon, and other aerosols like sulfates and nitrates. They scatter solar radiation back to space. Black carbon absorbs solar radiation, resulting in solar heating of the atmosphere. So this option D is the answer to the question. Let's move question number 99. Which of the following is a non-ferrous element? Is it iron, silver, gold, or copper? See, copper is the answer. Iron, silver, gold, this is not the answer. Non-ferrous metals, they include, like, what are the non-ferrous elements? They include aluminium, copper, nickel, lead, tin, titanium, zinc, and alloys such as brass. So brass is also included. Metals or alloy that does not contain iron, that is ferrite, are called non-ferrous metals. Examples are like aluminium, copper, lead, tin, and all that. So this copper is the correct answer to the question. Option D. Let's move to the last question for today. The sun occupies how much percentage of the area of the solar system? You'll be surprised to know that sun occupies 99.8% of the area of the solar system. It lies in the heart. I hope like you people already know, sun lies in the heart of the solar system, the so-called solar system, which is made up of 8 planets and so on. Where the it is far the it is a like it is a far largest object known. It holds 99.8% of the solar system mass, and it's roughly 109 times the diameter of Earth, which is pretty big. That means about 1 million Earths 1 million Earths can fit in one sun. That's amazing. So, looking at this option, B is the correct answer to the question. So that's all for AFCAT 2 24 August 2019 paper. So hope that was clear. Everything was very much clear to you. Keep learning, keep scoring high. For any doubt related to papers, join our Telegram channel link given in the description box. Thank you so much and keep learning.